Hi, welcome to Cowtown Colorworks. I'm Lori, otherwise known as My Cat Pearl on Instagram and Ravelry. I'm solo today. No Heidi. She's busy. Work, life, kids, dogs. And we were at a wedding this weekend. My brother got married, so we're kind of coming late. Had company, a house full. I just got my basement back, which I'm okay with, but I missed my sewing space and I missed my crafting area. But I have it now, so I'm happy again. It's late. It's almost 8 o'clock on a Wednesday night. Usually my bedtime, but I'm dedicated. Busy, but dedicated. I've got some works in progress, some life, some finished objects, a finished object that I'm wearing. This is, we'll get ready to check, my version of the Cowl. I read a bunch of different patterns that called for all different size yarns. So I went, I just bought the yarn I wanted, the colors, and I made it work. I don't know that you'll be able to see it. It kind of looks black, but it's truly charcoal gray and two strands of chunky Lion Brand woolies. Chunky in charcoal gray and one strand in purple. I'm not sure if you can see it. Oh, there we go. So it's more gray than purple, but I just liked it. And I bought that. It had those size 50s, my vampire stakes. I cast on 24 stitches. I just knit until it fit around me this way. And then I did a twist. So I made it an infinity. So it's my infinity. And then I cast off. And I sort of went by a pattern casting off. I mean, what I did is I just twisted it and then I loaded a stitch off the back half onto the needle and then did the regular bind off. You know, knit two off. I just kept picking up one of the other from the cast on end and added, so I was really binding off two sets of rows at a time and just kind of sewed it together. I'm sure there's a name for it. I'm fairly certain it's something fancy schmancy that I read, but I just went with it. And I love it, and it took me like literally, I guess if I sat down and did it straight, maybe 3 hours, maybe. And I have a light gray thin sweater that come wintertime I'll wear under that to wear to work. I love it. It's like a big hug. And apparently it can be like a hood. Ooh, I look like Little Red Riding Hood. I'll take that off now because unfortunately it's warm down here tonight. Or this cowl is warm. So it is a cowl. So that was my finished object. As I said, it's been busy, crazy. Brother got married. Had to cancel my cruise. That makes me sad. My mom, unfortunately, dealing with some illness right now and has about 7 weeks of treatment ahead of her. So we will not be going on the cruise with the family and the friends. Heidi and Dean, her husband, will be going. We won't. So today was our first day, and so it's going to be just busy around the house. God love my cousin. She brought us all kinds of food, made single servings, so my mom will have plenty to eat while I'm at work during the day, and all will be good in my life. I just have to get through this period. So, household crazy, yes. So the dog I introduced you to last time, little Luna. I'm considering her my great dog because her mommy is my niece. So she's my great niece dog, I guess. That's how we put it. She came to visit too for the wedding, and because my aunt and uncle were here from out of town, she wanted to spend some time and see my mom, and so she slept with me because our spare space was taken, which of course I don't care. She's my cupcake. I love her. But her dog came with her. So it was in one queen bed, me, my grown adult niece, her dog, and my cat. So on Saturday night we came home. It was time for bed, and the dog was kind of wound up. The cat was not wound up. He was on my pillow. I turned the lights off, and all I hear is reached over, flipped the light on because I'm like, what is wrong with you two? And apparently Luna wanted to be on his pillow with him, and he did not find that acceptable in the least littlest bit. So finally he left, and the dog snuggled down, and we all got a good night's sleep. Because we were tired, and we worked. When did we work? We worked a concert. Oh, Sam Smith. That's right. We worked the Sam Smith concert at the Schottenstein Center at the Ohio State University. Go Bucks. And so we were home late. It was a crazy night, but dog and cat shenanigans aside, I love seeing my cupcake, and we had a great weekend. She also is casting on one of these. She had a different pattern that she's also making for the same concept cowl, but it was much more narrow and long and double wrapped. I opted for the wider infinity, but now she wants this one too, so she can have them both. We went and bought more yarn for her to make one as well, so that was good. I didn't get a whole lot of knitting done. Again, we've been busy, but I did work on my grandfather vest. Let me see, I'm getting a reflection here. From this magazine, or this book, Knitting 24/7 by Veronique Avery. I love this book. It was one that I actually borrowed from the library just to see. Sometimes I'll do that, and then decided that there were enough patterns in it that I would make, so I ordered it on Amazon. But this is the pattern. It's a grandfather vest, quite literally, what it says. So I had cast it on a couple weeks ago. Had to rip it out because I twisted my, when I connected it together to knit in the round, I had to rip it out to start over. So I made some progress on that. I will tell you, I love this book. Not just for the fun patterns. It's very descriptive. It's easy to read. The directions are just clear and concise. And I won't show you too quickly, but the measurements and the kind of layout of it, it's a really good read, and there's a lot of things, like this might be my next, with the chunk, I think that's chunky yarn, could be worsted weight, but I believe it's chunky, just kind of a fun, shruggy cardigan, free flowy something, so I really enjoyed that. So I made some progress. I think I had just recast on, maybe had 1 or 2 rows last time when I showed you. So I made about 2 inches of a 2x2 rib, and now I'm just gonna knit straight up knitting for a long time. I'm wondering if you can see the colors in here. There you go. It's black and there's some gold. It looks a little greenish, but it's gold. It is like a creamy gold and black, kind of a tonal variegated. I'm really happy with how the yarn turned out. Even though I might have been going for navy blue, things happen, and that's what I ended up with. I ended up trying to darken it up a little bit and really over dyed it, so I kind of committed to it. There we go. Can you see that? Anyway, so I'm about 4 inches in. Long way to go. That's all I got to say. But this will be good, appointment knitting, kind of mindless for now. I'll do some, I think there's some waist shaping coming up. Well, in about 10 more inches, so no time soon, to be honest with you. But I really enjoy it, and so I will keep going. Get the finished object eventually. I'm in no rush. I'm just enjoying kind of some potato chip for now. Knitting. I've got this left of this ball, which I've never had my ball sink before, but what is? And then I've got plenty more. I think I've got 2,000 yards of this stuff. Plenty. I bought, these are the needles that are in here, but I bought the Chigu premium bamboo needles. Probably not my best option. I like them, but like the point here has chipped. And now like I'm getting some breakage on the bamboo, which I don't like at all. And they're very grabby with the alpaca. So I'm fighting my knitting. I've loosened up my stitches. I've ordered a pair of the Chago red lace, which should be coming hopefully. Oh, that's another drama. Because I ordered them with a book that comes out December 1st. And if I'm reading this correctly, I'm not going to ship my needles until my book comes out. So I believe I must have clicked the button. Apparently I said that wrong. That said to group it all together. But I'll have to go back and look. Anyway, eventually I'll have metal, which I think will make me go much faster. Although using them, they've kind of unstuck, I suppose, if that's even a term. But I mean, they're nice enough. I'm not happy with the breakage, and I'm not loving the sticky. I'm not a huge fan of wooden needles anyway, but it is what it is, and so I will make it work. I keep that in my purse. That's just really kind of purse knitting for now because it's kind of small, and I don't really have, you know, I don't have any. I do have socks on needles. That's probably a fallacy, but I don't have them in my purse, and I need to make that happen. And then my work knitting is still working on this. What is in here crinkling away? Oh, got a flashlight. Keychain at work. My scarf. It's getting very long. I need to measure soon. It may be ready. Soon it will be ready to bind off. I think I've decided that I want to put some button holes and stitch some buttons on the other side so I can wear it as a double wrap towel or a long scarf, however I choose to wear it that day. And this yarn is Knit Picks Chroma worsted weight. The Fog is the colorway, and it's 70% wool, 30% nylon, 100 grams, 198 yards, single ply. It's, you know, it's just back and forth, back and forth. This is the second ball, and this is what I have left. So I've got plenty of yarn to make it as long as I want. I have a longer waist, fiber. So I do enjoy my scarves longer, along with like my shirts. Kind of bizarre. I wear petite pants and a tall shirt. I don't know. That might be TMI. I'm alone. I don't have anybody to filter me. So we'll go with it. But I've got this much left. It's just a pretty variegated brown into a couple shades of gray. Super soft, super squishy. I really enjoy Knit Picks yarn. You know, for something that's kind of reasonably priced, decent quality, get it shipped to my door. I enjoy it. Hence the latest stash acquisitions that I picked up from Knit Picks. So Sarah and I picked up some tickets to see The Grinch, the musical. It's coming to Columbus through the Broadway Across America, I think it's called, Broadway Across America series. So The Grinch is coming to Columbus right after Thanksgiving. Ooh, I am making that rattle. I thought that was me. Sorry about the shakiness. My table was hitting the other table that I have my computer sitting on. Anyway, so we're going to take my little cousins. They're 8 and 12. I take them every year. I have them either here, usually here. We have dinner. We'll go maybe to a movie. We do some kind of Christmas craft, stay up late, watch Christmas movies. They wake up, we have breakfast, and then I take them home. Sometime usually in between November, Thanksgiving and Christmas, for like a little holiday retreat for them and give mom and dad a night off. Maybe my cousin Eric drives for UPS, so Christmas usually is not his favorite time of year. I, however, love it. My niece Sarah loves it, and so we really enjoy taking the kids and just doing something fun. So this year we bought tickets to The Grinch to take them to. It's their first musical, and I wanted to make a Christmas scarf, shawl, something. So I have this color, which is, this is also Knit Picks Stroll Glimmer, and I think you can catch the sparkle. It's a clear, or I think it's clear, but it could be silver. It's silver. Sparkle in it, stellina obviously, 70% fine superwash merino, 25% nylon, 5% stellina, 50 grams, 231 yards, and it's a fingering weight yarn. And I had 3 skeins of this, which I love green, not a problem in my life, but I wanted something a little more festive, so I ordered the white and the pomegranate. And the pomegranate is really, I think that's pretty good. More burgundy than it is red, true Christmas red, which I kind of like that. I think the shawl that Heidi was working on, I don't know, I don't have the, she made a copy of the pattern for me, but I don't have it here right now. But it's a shawl with 2 applied borders. So you have the body of the shawl, I'll do in green, and then the first lace applied border I'll do in the white, and then the second lace applied border I'll do in the red. So I feel like that's fun. And I can wear that all the way through the holidays probably. I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be Christmas, but it will. It'll be my Christmassy shawl, and I love Christmas. I love the Grinch, and I love musicals. So really, I mean, it was a no-brainer. Tickets to the Grinch needed to happen, and they did. And I'm excited. Debating with my niece if we want to buy season tickets, because we have that option that you can buy tickets for, I think it comes with 5 of the musicals or plays that come through Columbus, and then the option to get first dibs on a couple more, you know, for the season. I think this year it's Kinky Boots, The Grinch, The Sound of Music, Motown, The Book of Mormon, and then Wicked, maybe not Wicked. Anyway, there's 3 other choices that you can purchase tickets to go see. So we're seeing. We're going to see. The seats that I bought for the Grinch will be where we would buy the season tickets at, in that same section. So if we like it and we're happy with those seats, we may just go ahead, maybe for the rest of this season, purchase the season ticket, or for next season, you know, purchase those seats, and we would have the same seats for the 5 shows plus whatever else. Okay, what else did I get from Knit Picks? Because, you know, you have to order $50. So I did get 2 of this, 2 of the pomegranate, and 2 of the white. And then I saw this fabulousness. And this is hand paint. This is the hand painted fingering weight, 462 yards. I can't remember what this is called. Make Believe is the name of this one. And it is purples and blues and green. More green and light purple than it's showing. Let's see if I can get a better view of it. Over here, maybe. Maybe not. Okay, well, or not. Actually, that's pretty good. Just kind of a dark, maybe a wintry funness. It's fun, and I love the greens in here, and the purple and the blue. It's very fun. I love this one, and then I also bought this one, which is Big Top. Same hand painted, I think it's just stroll fingering. And this one is the green with some pinks and purples and yellow and lime green. Oh, it's so fun. And I am telling you, this yarn is super, super squishy. And it is, if I didn't say already, yeah, 75 superwash, 25 nylon. I don't know. I would love to make some socks out of this. I really would. But then I'm like, I just like it so much, these 2, that I would be sad. I would to make like a scarf, maybe. I don't know. But they're so squishy. So squishy. So I got these 2. And then I got a skein of lace weight in Bear. So it's undyed. And I think I'm going to dye it like a pastel pink. Like a really soft pink. because I can really see that as a pretty shawl with a charcoal gray sweater. I love pink and gray together, which I also have some pink and gray hawthorn from Knit Picks as well. So maybe I need to branch out and dye it like, I don't even know, avocado, I don't know, yellow, orange maybe? Oh, I like burnt orange. So those were my latest stash acquisitions so far. I'm stocking my mailbox because I signed up for the Jimmy Bean Wool bean bag. It's their monthly subscription. It's $10 a month. And I have no idea what's coming, but you get a bag. I know that a zipper bag that says beanie bags on it. I think Jimmy Bean Wool, something. But there's going to be yarn samples and then maybe some Notion samples for knitting or crochet. Maybe some stitch markers. I don't know. They just have all. They're not really saying what's coming in the different bags, but I did sign up. It's like the Ipsy bag for knitters, I guess, crocheters, yarn people. Probably 10 to 25 yards, I think they said, of each yarn. So not really enough to make anything too large. Maybe some birds of happiness, some hearts, or little nugget bunnies, something like that. Or what I'm thinking of doing is just making some kind of eclectic blanket something. I mean, just every time I get it, knit it in. Just go for it. I don't care what the weight is. Well, with my little bit of OCD, that might be a problem. But I think I can make it work. I think I can let it go just to have this super texturally eclectic Jimmy Bean blanket. Jimmy Bean blanket. I could totally name it the Jimmy Bean blanket. I could probably crochet it more than I'm going to knit it, because I can switch my hook size depending on the yarn. Or I can just go for it. Or maybe double up if it's fingering weight, double it up. If it's worse, to just do it single. I mean, it doesn't really make a difference to me. But then I guess that takes the whole, like, eclectic Jimmy Bean sample bag out of it and puts it back into my OCD little box. I don't know. I'll make it work. It'll be fun. And I think I'll enjoy that. I'm excited. I'm super excited. I love getting stuff in the mail. I love getting prezzies, and it feels like prezzies to me. If you know what I'm saying. It feels like every month is like Christmas. I'm going to get these bags in the mail, and I love bags. So I think that'll be fun. Other than that, I mean, my life is pretty boring. Working, wedding, home, family visits, not doing a whole ton of knitting. I knit when I can, but life's just been a little crazy, but I'll get back at that. I did have a shop update put up there on the Etsy store. I put up some Halloween bags. So of this fabric, there's some cat fur or lint. Oh no, it's fabric. There was 2 of this bag and then 2 of each of these. So the silver sparkle with the owls, the candy corn with orange, green, and purple polka dots, and then the black cats hiding in the pumpkin patch, which is ode to my Wellington, my kitty. And I've sold out of this one, sold out of this one. I have 1 more of the owls, and then these 2 left, the cat eyes. And I made these $12, I think is what I put them on, because I didn't put the loop on the side that I do on my other bags to hold the stitch markers. I didn't include a stitch marker, and I only did a single draw ribbon on one side, and I used the cable stoppers, the plastic things that squishy and you stops your ribbons from coming back out on one side. And I figured it's seasonal. I mean, it's a very short season that you're going to use a Halloween bag for the most part. So I've just made them kind of relatively inexpensive. They're still lined. I believe they're all lined with the white fabric with the silver glitter on it. You know, fully lined, drawstring, just less, because I didn't really necessarily want to put a whole lot of time and effort into something that would only get a couple weeks, maybe a month's worth of use. And I wanted to make them reasonable so that for the same purpose. I did, however, purchase some Christmas fabric. So hopefully this weekend I'm going to make, at least cut out some Ohio State Buckeye bags that I have. I have some fun lambs knitting fabric, and I have the Christmas fabric, the Grinch. Apparently I'm single-minded, but I love the Grinch. So some cute Grinch fabric, and then some more sophisticated white with silver. I'm going to line it with red with a red zipper. I think that'll be super pretty. Those bags, and then I'm on the hunt. I'm going to hit the quilt store, I believe, and pick up some fun, just kind of all year round fabric. And I believe I'm going into zippers. I mean, I feel like this is a good bag. I'm happy with the way the zipper turned out. Oh, minus this end, but that was just me being lazy. But I'm happy with my zippers. I've used this one. I've used my other couple ones for several months. Makes me happy. Just waiting on some labels that I ordered to say Cowtown Colorworks before I sew them together. And I'm debating if I want to do the loop on the outside to hook stitch markers to, or because they have zipper pulls, maybe do what I did on this one. Up here, and I did the ribbon. I did the ribbon, and then I have my black cat. I just love him. Reminds me of my dub, my Wellington kitty. So I put him on this one. And I have some other black cats, and I have some snowflakes, some Christmas ones that I had ordered. So we'll see. I'll make that decision if I want to just hook them on to here like this. They're on a lobster claw. This one is not, because I didn't plan on taking it off, but those will be on lobster claw so they can come off. Obviously the ones with the zippers are a little more expensive because they're a little more labor intensive, but this one, they're big. Like this is the 12 or the 14-inch zipper. I cannot remember, but this totally holds a sweater. I mean, it's very large. The Christmas bags that I'm going to do, the set that I have now, I bought 9-inch just to make a smaller sock bag. And then I'll go different sizes. We'll see what the response is. Super happy. I sent a coupon code to Mina at the Expat Knitting Podcast. Love her podcast. Watch it all the time. And I offered her viewers a 15% coupon code. I'll be doing the same thing for our podcast. I just wanted to put it out there, and I know she's was celebrating her 2,000 YouTube subscribers, which was pretty darn awesome. So I thought, hey, that would be fun. Let's offer them up a discount. And I also sent a bag and some yarn and stitch markers to Little Bobbins, who I also love her and watch her podcast all the time. Super fun, as a prize to give away. So that's good. I'm just trying to get a word out there. Definitely picked up some new viewers. I would love for you to come and join us on our Ravelry group. Like to get some things going there. Haven't really done too much. Just kind of waiting to get some more viewers. Love to do some giveaways. Do some, not necessarily knit-alongs right now, especially through the holidays. I know people get really busy, but maybe just some, hey, you're really cool. I'm going to do a raffle and we're going to give you something fun. Let's see. Let's get some people in there and get some chit-chat going. But now, looking at the clock, it's 8:20. I'm ready to get some housework done and get ready for work tomorrow. So you have a great week. Happy knitting. Heidi says hi, and we'll see you in a couple weeks. Have a good one. Bye.